Vitamins are essential elements as they catalyze many important biochemical activities in our body. It has been long understood that vitamins do impact the functioning of our immune system. As we all know, vitamins can be categorized as water soluble or fat soluble. But the vitamins that are immune boosting or they help in immune responses include vitamin A, C, D, E, B6 and B12. Today we will discuss vitamin A. It is a group of unsaturated organic compounds that are fat soluble and essential for growth, vision and immunity. Earlier it was also tagged as anti-infective vitamin A. Two different types based on the sources include preformed vitamin A that is found in animal and dairy products and provitamin A or carotene found in plant-based products. Example, carrots, green leafy vegetables and certain fruits. Based on the chemical structure, the three forms of vitamin A are retinol, which is the alcohol form, retinal, which is the aldehyde form, and retinoic acid, which is the carboxylic acid form. Collectively, these are known as retinoids. Amongst these, the retinol and retinal are fairly interchangeable, but the conversion of retinal to retinoic acid is a one-way reaction. Let's talk about the availability and metabolism of vitamin A. For example, if you eat a carrot or fish, it gets digested into the stomach where the retinyl esters are released. These retinyl esters and beta-carotene are absorbed directly into the small intestine. They are then transformed into retinol, which is the most easily absorbed form of vitamin A. This retinol is absorbed by enterocytes in the ileum or small intestine, and it is emulsified with bile. It is then transported to the liver with the help of chylomicrons, which are one type of lipoproteins that help in transport. 50 to 80% of vitamin A is stored in the liver, and the remaining is deposited into the adipose tissue, lungs, and kidneys. When the stored retinol is released from the liver into the circulation, it is bound to retinol binding proteins and stabilized by transthyretin. The retinol binding proteins are recycled, and some of the retinol will be taken up by the rod and cone cells that will help in vision, and the remaining will be converted into retinoic acid, which helps in gene regulation. Coming to gene regulation, vitamin A exerts its effects via retinoic acid and retinoid receptors, which are formed in the nucleus of the cell. Retinol is converted into all trans-retinoic acid and 9-cis-retinoic acid in the cytoplasm. These influence gene activation with the help of specific receptors. Now, trans-retinoic acid, it acts as a ligand for RAR, which is retinoic acid receptor, and 9-cis-retinoic acid acts as a ligand for RXR and RAR receptors. Each RAR and RXR have a specific DNA binding domain. They form hetero or homodimers and bind to specific DNA sites. Now, heterodimer means non-identical subunits, and homodimer means identical subunits. Together, these control gene expression by release of co-repressors and attraction of co-activators. Just remember RAR and RXR, as they are important in gene regulation of our immune cells as well. How exactly does vitamin A help with immunity? Vitamin A modulates many different aspects of immune function, both non-specific, which is innate immunity that involves maintenance of mucosal surfaces, natural killer cell activity and phagocytosis, as well as specific or adaptive immunity, which involves generation of antibodies. Mucosal immunity. The mucosal surfaces of our body include the respiratory tract, gastrointestinal tract and genitourinary tract, as well as the cornea and conjunctiva. Vitamin A and its metabolites regulate the turnover rate of these mucosal cells. Any alterations in the shape and function of these cells increases the susceptibility to infection and hampers healing. Lactoferrin is an iron-binding glycoprotein that is involved in immunity to many pathogens, and it is modulated in the tear film of our eyes. Any alterations in the keratin, which is seen in vitamin A deficient individual, may increase susceptibility to ocular lesions or infection. Retinoids have been implicated in the maturation and apoptosis of our blood stem cells that produce many different hematopoietic cell lines such as lymphocytes, granulocytes, and megakaryocytes. With the help of the receptors that is RAR and RXR I mentioned earlier. Vitamin A deficiency can alter the number, shape, function, or activity of all these important cells, which in turn can decline our immune response. The effects of vitamin A on these immune cells can be summarized as seen in this flowchart. Please pause to read. The levels of hemoglobin and hematocrit may be altered in some cases of vitamin A deficiency. Recommended daily allowance. It is the average daily intake sufficient to meet the nutrient requirements of a healthy individual, whereas the tolerable upper intake level, it is the maximum daily intake unlikely to cause any adverse health effects. Now, 1 international unit retinol equals 0.3 microgram of retinol equivalents. RDA for men is 900 micrograms, that is 3000 international units, and for women is 700 micrograms, which is 2333 international units. The TUL for adults is set at 3000 micrograms per day. Vitamin A toxicity. Manifestation of this was first described in 1597, way before the actual vitamin A was even discovered. What happened is, person named Gerrit was stranded with his ship in the Arctic. Him and his troop had to rely on polar bear for food. They consumed polar liver, which is highly rich in vitamin A, which led to some of the manifestations. Vitamin A toxicity, it can be either acute or chronic in nature, also known as hypervitaminosis A. If acute, then it manifests as headache, vomiting, nausea, blurring of vision, and stupor. Problem is that these clinical features are very non-specific and similar to brain tumor symptoms, also known as pseudotumor cerebri. And the chronic toxicity, it manifests as anorexia, anemia, nausea, vomiting, bone and joint pains, and weight loss. Supplements. Many multivitamins are available over the counter which have approximately 350 micrograms of vitamin A in each coated tablet. A good standalone supplement is cod liver oil, which is the oil extracted from the liver of Atlantic cod. It is one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin A and D. Always consult your physicians and experts before taking any supplements or medicines. Do not self-medicate.